I will be doing a quick tank review on the German Tier 6 heavy tank, the VK3601H. This is a good Tier 6 heavy tank. It is moderately well armored, mobile enough, and have a good gun, whether you want to use the Wolfie gun or the 88mm gun. This vehicle plays like the Tiger 1 in most ways. So there is not much of a learning curve between these two vehicles. Let's get into the vehicle stats now. The tank, when it is fully upgraded, it is quite good. You have 950 hit points. When you add in using the armor well enough, you can potentially receive a large amount of damage before you are killed. This 42-ton tank, it is quite mobile with the 500 horsepower engine while having a good crew in it still. The engine, watch out for the engine fire though at 20%. This tank, you can easily reach the 50-kilometer mark for the top speed when you're going downhill only. Besides that, you can hit somewhere between 32 to 35 mark easily enough when you have a good crew and going in a straight line on flat terrain. The vehicle holdovers, it is okay at 24. The armor, it is good and it is bad. All of the armor, it is flat for the most part, so that means the armor can be penned easily enough if you have a high penning gun. This vehicle have all of the same weaker spot as most tanks at this tier have still. Lower plate, machine gun nest, driver vision port, Kepler. The VK has three weak spots that you can hit easily enough if you have a very accurate gun. The hole here and here in the hall. If you hit in this area, you can easily ammo rack the VK while potentially damaging the crew members and the modules in the process. The turret here, the circle here, with a well-placed shot in here, you can easily knock out the crew members and the modules as well. All of the armor, it is in the front here. This is where the armor, it is going to be thickest on this machine. The armor in the front, it is 100 for the hull and for the turret. The mantle here, it is going to be effectively 100mm plus. Besides that, the hull, it is 100mm in the front. Side, the side can be penned easily enough as with the rear. Hull, it is 60, turret 80. Rear, for the hull, it is 60, turret 80. The gun depression for this machine, it is good. 80 degrees downward, that means you can hill fight with this if you must. While the gun elevation, it is good upward. It is 20 degrees. The gun that I am using on this machine, it is the 8.8 centimeter KWK 36L56 gun. This is quite the good gun that you are going to be using on the Tiger 1 still. The rate of fire, you can potentially get 9 rounds per a minute with a good crew and a equipment setup. The pen, it is not that good, but you can pen most tanks easily enough if you know where to shoot at. This gun, you can potentially do a good amount of damage with it if you can land and penetrate all of these shots. It is somewhat accurate though, at .38 still. The view range, it is okay, at 370 meters. When you add in coated optics, binocular telescope, and having a good crew on top of it, you can potentially have the maximum view range easily enough in this tank. The radio, it is good, at 710 meters. Let's cover the research part of this tank now. The research for this tank, it's a easy tank to go through, as most of the equipment that you will be using already will be unlocked, especially if you went down the other lines within the German tech tree. Let's begin off with the tracks. You will be needing the second pair of tracks to mount all of the equipment onto this tank. The hull traverse increases from 22 to 24. The engine, you only have one engine to upgrade to. The top engine, it is the 500 horsepower engine, which will give you a better horsepower to ton ratio compared to the 400 horsepower engine. The top engine, you will have to research it because it is only usable on the VK here. The radio. You would have had this unlocked already as it is usable on a lot of vehicles within the German tech tree. The turrets. You will be needing to research the top turret to mount the top gun and to get the Tiger 1 in time. The only differences between the first turret to the second turret is that you get more armor, a slightly better view range, more hit points, while having slightly better gun handling stats for the first three guns with the top turret. The 88mm gun here, you would have had this gun unlocked already if you went down the medium line or the other heavy tank line within the German tech tree that uses it. Besides that, you will have to research this gun. You will have three guns unlocked already, just from the VK3001H, the 10.5 centimeter howitzer, the Waffe, and the L70 gun. All three of these guns are quite good. Use which one suits your personal preference. The 10.5 centimeter is a good gun. Still, if you do not mind using a howitzer, the Waffe and the L70 gun, both of these guns have roughly the same stats. Choose which one you want to use out of these three to get to the top gun. The top gun, the 88mm gun here, it is quite good. You have about 9 rounds per minute. The pen, it is not that great, but you can penetrate most vehicles still easily enough if you know where to shoot at. With the rate of fire about being 9 rounds per minute, you can potentially do a lot of damage within a minute with this gun if you can penetrate all of the rounds. The gun, it is accurate enough still, so you can technically snipe with this at .38. The aiming time, it is okay, at 2.3 seconds. To get to the Tiger 1, you will be needing about 45k experience points and just underneath 1.5 million credits. The Tiger 1, this is a good tank. I did a review for it already, so you can just watch that if you want to learn more about the Tiger 1. Now, I will be covering the consumables, the ammo layout, the equipment, and how are you going to be using the Tiger 1. Let's begin off with the consumables. The three main consumables that you will be using is the first aid kit, repair kit, and a manual fire extinguisher. The other four consumables that you can go with if you have them laying around or the credits to buy them: the automatic fire extinguisher, chocolate, large first aid kit, the larger repair kit. Remember, the large first aid kit, repair kit, and the automatic fire extinguisher give you a bonus when they are not being used. The vehicle ammunition total, it is 64 rounds, so for the most part, you will not run out of ammo in a match with this tank when you are using the 88mm gun. The majority of the ammo that I would be using, it is mostly AP and APCR. AP rounds, you can pen most tanks easily enough if you know where to shoot at. APCR, I will only save it for the targets that I have a problem penning, or just to make sure my rounds are going to be penning the tank. It is a good idea to have some APCR on you all of the time, just in case if you have a problem penning tanks that have thick armor. A PCR will cost you 8 gold or 3,200 credits. HE is a good ammo type to have still, as the HE can pen thinly armored targets still easily enough, while resetting cap if you have to. The equipment that I would go with the VK36 would be the medium caliber tank gun rammer to decrease the loading time, binocular telescope to have a better view range when it is activated. The third would be improved vents. The other pieces of equipment that you can use, you can choose which three pieces of equipment that you are going to be using to to match how you are going to be using the VK36. Toolbox to get your repairs done faster. Spall liner, it is not a bad idea, as it gives you extra protection when it is being used against crew members getting injured, explosion and ramming. Enhanced gunning drive to decrease the aiming time. Coded optics to have a permanent plus 10% view range. The vehicle can get ammo racked easily enough from a well-placed shot to the side, so the red ammo racket is not that bad to use. The camouflage and the camouflage net and the fuel tank with CO2, it is not that good to use because it's not going to improve the tank performance by not that much. Now, this tank, as it is a tier 6 vehicle, you will have tier 6 to tier 8 matchmaking maximum. That means when the machine it is top tier, you can do quite well if you know what you are doing. When you are in a tier 7 to a tier 8 maximum match, you can do well enough still if you play cautiously and know what you are doing. The way that you are going to be playing the VK3601H. This is a frontline heavy tank, so you can do quite well playing it as a very aggressive frontline heavy tank for the primary role. The other roles that it can fill, if it have to, would be a flanking heavy, a support heavy. When it comes to medium to short distances, you can accurately hit enemy tanks if you fully aim onto enemy tanks. If you're going to be playing this tank as a medium to a short distance sniper. I have two replays to show you how well you can do in the VK3601H. Let's go to those two replays now. This replay, I will show you how well you can do in the VK when you are top tier. Let me speed this replay up a bit. First thing first, I look around to see where I have to go. Seeing my platoon is going to the right side of the map, I am going to support them and my team push on this side of the map. I am getting into a position where I can advance on this side. I am requesting some help in this area. Seeing the KV-1 is going up ahead by itself, I begin to get into a position where I can get some flank shots. I fired blindly there, not hitting the target I wanted to. The position where I am now, I have some side shots on the T-34, the T-4, and what else is in the open. The PT4 there, I aimed at the lower plate, taking a good chunk of points off. That T-34 ricocheted off of my armor, and I angled it just by a bit. This Crusader is going to be killed quickly enough. Bye, Crusader. Now, this is where the enemy team come back to reset their cap. This Rudy is going to be killed, but a friendly vehicle killed Rudy. This KV-1 round ricocheted as I angled the armor well enough. Now there are only 3 people left on the enemy team: the FV, the AT, and the Hellcat. This FV, I focus my fire on the vehicle. Now, I have 3 kills. 3 kills, while now the Hellcat is at base. The AT, he is in town. This is where I am going to begin flanking the vehicle. I am trying to get a side shot on the vehicle there. I did. Now the AT is face hugging me. Good thing about the AT, the major weak spot for the AT2s and for the line for the most part is the Capella. This replay I did quite well. I got myself 3 kills while doing about 2000 damage. That is good. Let's go to the next replay now. This replay, it is another top tier match to show you how good the armor is if you can make use of the armor. I am heading to the 9-mine area. Let's speed this replay up a bit to get to the front line faster. Someone spotted a vehicle in the middle there. There are not that many vehicles on this front with me. M4, M7, and the T67. Just within the first minute of the match, the team lost 3 vehicles. This is not good. Type 58, PD4 there. Our team owned vehicle on this front so far. I'm in a bad situation here. This is where knowing how to use your armor effectively well enough against these vehicles come into play. The Type 58 is trying to flank me. I will not let that happen. I'm falling back. This point in the match, I thought I could advance forward. I had the armor and the hit points to do so. I am firing on the move. Fortunately, the M4 showed me a part where I could pen easily enough. Now I am advancing very carefully, knowing this could be a trap. The PD4 there tried to pen me. The front armor, you see where all of the holes are, or these marks, just by me angling the armor well enough, whether it is to the left or to the right. I am actually ricocheting rounds. Another ricochet off of the PD4. The PD4 have to go. Now I am the only one on this front. I must say, the enemy team did quite a good job by knocking out the ally they had on this front quickly enough. Now I am being cautious as I advance forward. I know there are vehicles on this front area still. The artillery there, I fired blindly there, killing it in the process. The T-28 there. He is trying to flank me. I am not going to let him do that. I continue to shoot the vehicle while I am moving the vehicle to have accurate shots at this range still. Now I have 5 kills. I almost have a top gun medal. I am the only person left on this team now. This AT, it must be using HE round or something. Now I have 6 kills and the Top Gun medal confirmed. This is where my killing spree comes to an end. For the 6 kills that I got, I did about 2,300 damage. That is good. The damage that I blocked about 850 damage from the enemy rounds. Let's go to the garage now. Let's do a brief recap on the VK3601H. The machine, it is well armored, mobile enough, and have a gun that will allow you to do a lot of damage towards enemy tanks if you can pen the enemy tank. The machine, it is a good trainer tank to allow you to get used to how you are going to be playing the Tiger 1. The machine, if it's played towards its strengths and weaknesses, you can do quite well in this machine. Overall, the VK3601H for a heavy tank, it is not that bad nor good when you compare it towards the other tier 6 heavy tanks. I hope that you learn a thing or two about the VK3601H and how to use it properly. If you like this video, leave a like, a comment, and even follow my channel as well. Good luck on the battlefield, everyone.